Yeah, we're good.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Clap. I'm leaving you hanging this time. I'm not clapping for shit.
Can you please clap?
No, I'm not clapping. I'm leaving you hanging dry.
Were we both not clapping?
Yeah, both of us
that
we're in a standstill seeing who would we clapping.
It was a standoff, and you won. I will
win.
say it because I was not going to clap, and then it would became awkward. So
I know.
I
So you
clapped.
felt like you had to clap. Yeah.
I clapped under pressure.
Exactly.
What's up, Matt?
Welcome to the Other Nonsense Podcast. My name is Matthew.
My name is Max.
Hi, Max. Max,
Hi.
I know we've talked about this multiple episodes, but you don't have to get that close to the microphone. The microphone picks up your sound without you doing that.
Got it.
Well, that's too far. Now you're exaggerating.
I get you.
You're just exaggerating.
This is the new profile.
You're just exaggerating now.
What's up, Matt? Oh, by the way, so the Hangover, right, from the last episode, if you weren't there, the Hangover was so rough.
It lasted 2 weeks.
It lasted 2 weeks. So this is why,
dude,
the 2-week episode. That was a great episode.
When I listened back to that episode while I was editing it, I was just like I could progressively tell every moment somebody got past that level of drunk. Like they would say something. I'm like, all right, it hit. They're drunk.
Yep,
like,
that's the one. Yeah. If you haven't seen it, our last episode we did a power hour.
In honor of Max's birthday.
A beer. In honor of my birthday. That's a beer a minute.
Yeah.
Let's see if you guys can top that.
A shot of beer a minute.
Don't try it.
We weren't chugging a full beer a minute. We'd be dead if we were doing that.
We were shotgunning a beer a minute, 60 beers.
God.
Don't try it.
That'd literally be like
that'd
be like breathing for 20 seconds and then shotgun. Like that's all that would be.
That would be ridiculous.
Oh God, we'd be dead.
So Matt, I gotta say something though.
Hi.
I had the most delicious, exquisite delivery of food in my life.
Oh my God, from where?
Catch Me Sushi.
Oh.
In California. No. Los Levis Tacos.
Mm-hmm.
Matt's new business. Do you want to announce it? Do you want to?
I almost just fired you just now. You almost got fired.
I was like, what's what?
I know. You did it, and then you were like, pull back. For those who do not follow me personally, yes, I have officially launched my business, Los Levis Tacos. It is a fully prepped and delivered taco kit, joined by all the accoutrements necessary to have the perfect taco feast.
Wait, stop. What is accoutrement?
Accoutrement?
That sounds like a Pokemon.
Accoutrement. It is. Yeah. No, accoutrements is like side dishes, like all the little toppings and everything.
Oh,
yeah.
Oui. Doing a little fancy.
Oh my God! Stop getting so close to the microphone.
instead of saying like appetizers or sides,
right? It's
or stuff like that. Hors d'oeuvres or on toppings. You said
on toppings. Yeah, that's fancy. Yeah.
Yeah. So Matt, why did you start this business? What was the need trying to fill?
I need some glasses to like push up on my nose at this time. Well, thank you for asking, Max. Well, as we have discussed on the podcast, and if you're, with 2 brain cells have noticed, COVID. And, it's fascinating because growing up and being part of the restaurant industry, everyone has always told me, well, you always have a job. Everybody's got to eat. You're always going to have a job. You never need to worry. And COVID was like, hold my beer. I'm going to prove a point. And, I left my job a little bit before that because I went and helped film a TV show. You know this.
Yep.
And I got back the day LA went into lockdown of March of last year.
Yep.
So was unemployed for a period and then started applying for jobs. And I tell you, man, I applied about 150 jobs in 3 months and I had 3 callbacks.
Yep.
And it's not because my qualifications aren't good. I'm very proud of my resume. I got a good resume.
Have you seen that? Like, there's a meme going around, and it's like before COVID. It's like, here's my resume. Oh, we don't need it. You got the job after COVID. So I got a bachelor's degree. I'm a tech major. I'm a double bachelor's. Can I have the job? Nope. Sorry.
Yeah. It's like, sorry, you're not qualified enough to run the fryer at this McDonald's. So,
but what was kind of the need that you were trying to address?
Well, so I got to this point where like clearly nobody was hiring
Yep.
and needed to come up with some form of income.
Yep.
And I was trying to create, I basically was like, I'm going to create a business. I'm going to take this opportunity. I'm on unemployment. I have, this excessive amount of time. I'm going to try to create a business. And you are one of the people who have said this to me over the years. I cook a lot of food. I cook a lot of varieties of food. I feel very comfortable in a lot of different cuisines. But the one thing that always comes back is the tacos. That's the one thing everybody's like, your tacos are so good. And I'm like, really? Like I love tacos, but I feel like I could do so much stuff. And like the tacos is the one thing everybody always comes. I'm like, I'm gonna try to create something based off that. And thus Los Levy's Tacos was born. I didn't want to create a taco cart. I wasn't looking to try to be selling tacos, on the street or selling tacos, like as an event at somebody's home. I don't have the capital to open a restaurant or anything like that. So I was like, what could I do that would, you know, fit this spectrum? And I came up with this prepped kit where you get the marinated meats, you get the Spanish rice, the corn tortillas, the pico de gallo, the onion, cilantro, and the radish, and the cheese and the lime,
Oh, the
and
cheese.
the cheese. And then all you gotta do is just cook the meat, and you have a full feast ready for you.
And by the way, coming from one of the first customers,
Yes,
that meat. So it's not you're just cooking meat. This is a fully marinated to
yes.
the dish, best carne asada I have ever had
Thank you,
in the book.
thank
See,
you.
this is how you
I know.
get
I'll
the
Venmo you
audience.
$5 after this.
Yeah. I need a
I
sales commission for everything that comes out of the
know.
utter nonsense. Actually, if you put in the code,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, but,
Sponsored by Los Levy's Tacos. Um, no, like, yeah, man. That marinade is a recipe that I have been playing with for about 6 years now, and I felt like it was pretty locked in before I came up with this business concept. And now, like, hearing people like you who have given me feedback on it, like, I'm very proud of that marinade.
oh, it is okay. It is super tasty. But the thing is that I want the viewers and audience to understand is that you're
Hmm.
not really cooking the meat.
Right.
Yeah, it's raw, but it took me what 2 minutes each side, so a
Yeah.
total of 4 minutes to prep meat. And then
Right.
I'm cutting it and it looks and tastes. And by the way, you have a YouTube channel.
I do have a YouTube channel. So part of my concept was, I don't want people to feel like they don't know what to do when they get the food because, it's hard as a chef. I just assume everybody knows what I know. So when somebody doesn't understand accoutrements, I, have a hard time processing that. So
The
I,
fuck you're saying. Yeah.
so I was like, I'm going to make this as simple as possible for anyone who would need assistance. So I created videos of cooking tips, of just simple minute long videos explaining how to cook the meat, how to heat the rice, how to heat the tortillas. I do a corn dish that's on the side. You could get that and heat it up, stuff like that. Just make it really spelled out. Um, yeah, man. Yeah.
No, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
First time
Yes.
I used the YouTube channel. The first time
Yes.
I got your food.
Right.
And the thing is, I was like, like it's a video and like there's probably so much information. Really, I just had to call you.
I know. I know. You cheated the
Yeah.
system and I got several phone calls.
So it's
I know.
it's literally 2 minutes each side for medium rare
Yeah.
for that carne asada. That's it. And you go two, hit the
Hmm.
two button, and then you have as soon as you have that scent of, and you make sure it's not purple.
Right.
It's
Unless
a
you like it that way.
wow.
Unless you like it that way.
Unless you want some purple tacos.
I don't judge.
Do you want to? Why don't you do that?
What, purple tacos?
No, make it cheaper for people and be like, hey, if you want to eat this raw, then you're gonna pay me the same because it's delivered.
Because then a week later, I'm gonna get the health department knocking on my door, like, "Are you really trying to sell raw meat for people to eat?" Like,
Yes.
and I'm gonna be
So
like, I'm not here."
so for our viewers, we are this is right now where this is located is where's kind of the boundary
Right.
line.
So this might be hard for our listeners listening at home who may not be living in the area. Currently, I'm delivering in Los Angeles County and Ventura County to a certain degree. But that being said, and there's a little secret, don't tell anybody. I'm trying to come up with a way to ship this kit because I've had a lot of inquiries about people wanting to receive it, but they're not in my delivery range. So am trying to brainstorm some ideas. I'm going to tell you something, Max. Opening a business is hard.
Oh yeah.
It's not as easy as everyone else makes it look. It's
No, by
pretty
the way,
hard.
no. Time out. Time out. Time out. Everybody else who has opened a business knows how difficult opening a business is.
Yeah.
From the outside, from me, like just knowing you as a friend, I'm like, this guy ain't working shit. He's just
Me?
playing some Legend of Zelda and
I
doing.
wish I
But
was
you were
playing some
not.
Zelda.
But you were not.
Dude,
You were working every day probably.
the part of the reason the last episode, last week didn't come out is because my schedule was just so busy. I had no time to record. For the last 2-ish weeks, have been getting up between, last week was all 6 in the morning. The week before that was 8 in the morning. I would get up, I'd start work right off the bat, and I would stop working by 1 a.m. And it was just 18, 14, 16, 18-hour long days. And I just did that for the last 2 weeks. Yesterday was my first day off in a long time. And I just sat on the couch and didn't do shit. I was so tired. But yeah, man, because people keep questioning me like, oh, well, you had someone do this, you had someone do the website, you had someone create your logo. It's like, no, I did everything. Like, you see the logo, I made that. You see the flyers, I made that. You see the design, I made that. The website I developed completely on my own. The menu I created and tested, like the deliveries I'm doing, the cooking I'm doing. It's all on me right now.
And Fiverr, if you want to sponsor us.
Oh my God.
if you don't want to do what Matt did.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but honestly, here's the truth. If you go on losleviestacos.com,
Good job.
it's actually a sick website.
Thank you. It took a long time to develop.
And big thing that I liked about it is I knew where to go. Like, there's a lot of websites where you don't know where to go. It's simple. It's like one button to get where you're at.
It doesn't need to be and this is kind of the whole theme of the business and the food and everything. It doesn't need to be complicated. Like, I'm not trying to make a taco that you pour dry ice on the plate and poof, it appears. Like, it's I know.
Can you make that?
Yeah. I'm not trying to make something complicated because tacos don't need to be complicated. I'm trying to create something that is going to make you be like, damn, this is good. And and this is something you have done with your family both times you've had the kids. It's meant to be a interaction with everybody. You all get together, you cook the meat together, chop it up, set it up at the table. It's like a very community-based meal, It's meant to be fun.
Interesting. Because since you just mentioned that, I could tell you some of the most fun I've had around the table.
Yeah.
It's been fun just cutting up the meat, dishing it out. It's a taco. I like, and I agree with everybody else. I like the idea of you shipping this. Brooke, my fiance, she got this meat from Texas, completely raw meat.
Was it butcher box?
It was a butcher box. Is that something now butcher that you can't do?
Well, so this is and this is trying to learn new things. Like, I have to figure out how expensive the shipping is on it. I have to figure out dry ice packaging to make sure the food doesn't spoil because can't let that happen. I got to figure out the expenses of it. How much am I going to charge somebody for something like this? It sounds very simple. It's like, why not just ship it? But there's so many steps that go into it, So my goal, I would love to ship it because I'd love to get more people eating this.
I just said butcher box like I knew what it was.
You don't know what it is. Butcher box is like it's subscription like everything else is, and it's like you can sign up and they'll send you, depending how much money you pay a month, a selection of different meats and stuff.
Okay, no, it was not a butcher box. Okay. There's an Instagrammer. We're here to plug you, and I forgot her name, but she was phenomenal. She was phenomenal. But
her Instagram is at Los Levi's Tacos.
They have a farm in Texas, and they ship all of their meat. And it was in a cardboard box.
Right.
It had I think it did have like some form of silver lining to keep the cold in, and it had a cold packs. That's what it had. It had what are those things? The things that you crack that they become cold.
Right.
Yeah, it had those.
Yeah.
thoughts, just brainstorming here.
Oh, I know.
We're gonna
You're in
keep
the
going,
right
but
you're in the right direction. It's just figuring out, that stuff ain't cheap to ship stuff like that. And you
I
can't let it, you can't put it on the snail mail. You can't let it ship in 5 to 7 days. You get it. Like you need to get it ASAP so that food is good.
what was the hardest part about starting this business, and what is your favorite dish? You could answer whichever question you want first.
Ooh. These are both good questions. Wow, good job.
I know.
Yeah,
It's like I run a
yeah.
podcast.
I know. I know. I could see as you're brainstorming it as you ask it.
Yeah.
The hardest part, in my opinion, it's building something from scratch. So there's nothing like I'm grateful that I have an education that, has built into what I did, but like it's conceptualizing everything from scratch. It's not like you have a book that you can read that tells you what to do. It's like, oh, okay, I need to create this and this. How do I do it? I need to build a website. Like, and thank God I'm going to plug them. And if you're working small business, you need to be using them. I've told you about them. The Small Business Development Center is a nationwide service. It is completely free, and they are here to help you succeed as a small business owner. You set up a meeting with them. They give you contacts of experts in those fields. I work with 4 or 5 different experts in various fields who have been helping me through the last few months, giving me advice on what I should do. And thank God for them because they have helped Los Levies get to this point. But it's really just you have to learn how to create, and something that I'm having a hard time with now is I'm my own boss and I'm not used to that yet. Like I'm used to having an authority figure, somebody who's cutting my paycheck. So the fact, I could work 12 hours in a day and be like, I didn't do anything today. Like I got nothing to done. And it's like, no, I worked for 12 hours. Just I didn't get paid for it because it's my own business. Like I didn't it wasn't like my boss went, good job, you're out of here. It was like I did it all for myself, but because I'm doing it for myself, it doesn't feel like work. Do you get that?
I totally get that. I
Yeah.
mean, and I've been thinking about that same route that you took just because of that. I bet it's just so gratifying to be working.
It is. It
It's
is.
not, and I bet it's stressful too. Like I bet, right? I
Very.
mean, the first year,
Mm-hmm.
months of starting anything is stressful. I
Oh,
mean,
very.
when we started this podcast, we were garbage.
Uh, and
You
now,
were more garbage
and
than me.
now, I think
And now we have a ton of followers.
now we're
Follow us.
at least we're not thrown on the street. We're in a trash bag. Like
Yeah.
we're clean looking.
It's not a box. It's
Yeah,
a crate, but it's made
yeah,
out of wood and not cardboard.
high
Anyways,
quality.
look. But
Yeah.
that's the thing is there's these growth struggles. When I was doing commercial real estate back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
the hardest thing in a business is growth, and
Yes.
the hardest part in the growth cycle is that beginning.
Right.
So you just need to mosey on through, and it is a great um, service.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
what it is. It's a phenomenal service.
It's meant to be. It's not meant to like. I got a couple compliments, your dad included, about like, oh, the owner's delivering it to me, and I'm like, yeah, I want to be like, I want you to feel like this is a part of me. Like it's not like some 15-year-old kid threw it out the window on your doorstep and like hopefully it didn't break. Like I wanted it to feel like I'm here, I'm part of this with you.
Yep. And
And hmm,
no, keep
no,
going.
no, no, after you.
No, because I'm a part of this with you.
Oh, I was gonna transition into your other question about my favorite thing on the menu.
Favorite dish.
Now, it's hard to say favorite dish because it's not like this is a restaurant where there's like 20 dishes. I will say my favorite thing on the menu, and I hope people start ordering it more, is the roasted chipotle salsa. It is
Really?
it is spicy, smoky, super deep in flavor. It goes so well on the steak and the chicken, but it also goes well just with some chips. And oh, I love it. Our friends Nasim and Wasim, friends of the podcast, friends of the show, they got it for the first time, and that was the entire like a family of 7. That was their entire favorite piece of the meal was that salsa.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That salsa.
Yeah, that's
And
my
the
favorite thing.
recipe for that salsa is
So it's 2 cups of nitrous, 3/4 cups of
don't
cocaine, two
don't do that.
tablespoons of mustard.
Oh my god.
Uh,
One of our like when we get like a super fan, like he's
I
gonna be
know.
like, the other nonsense
I know. He's like,
salsa,
shit, I
we
gotta
got
rewind. I rewind 2 cups of
it.
nitrous, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, where do I find blow?
Yeah.
God.
God damn it, where is it? It's not on Whole Foods.
Oh my
Um,
god.
yeah,
Can you
man, I
imagine if
love that
someone if
salsa.
we
That's a recipe. I mean, I'm proud of everything on that menu. I worked really hard to conceptualize that
one to
menu, but
spicy? Sorry.
what?
One to spicy. Like how
I
is my mouth on fire? Is it habanero? Is it a
I
300,000 or a 20 on the
I
Scoville scale?
I would say on a scale 1 to 10, 10 being, you're in tears.
Yeah.
I'd say it's a solid 6 to 7. Like
Wow.
it's definitely got a kick to it.
It's got heat.
Yeah.
Fuego.
It's not like pico de gallo where there's just a touch of jalapeno in it. Like this, it's like half the recipe is chilies.
Psh,
So it's got a kick.
I'm down. I think
I know.
that's what I'm
You
gonna
gotta try it,
order
man.
the
You
next.
gotta
I
try
will.
it.
I will.
But
And sorry, Kill.
no, finish.
Dude,
I didn't have anywhere I was going with it. Don't worry.
this is your plug.
I know it is. This whole
And you
episode
are the
is.
plug. You
This
should be
whole
plugged.
episode is.
Look
Does.
at the plug. Let me talk. Plug it. No, but look, at the end of the day, coming from a consumer,
Yes.
I think that the world deserves Los Levis tacos because it is. I've been to taco restaurants, high end. I mean, we have badass tacos over here. That's their actual
They're
name.
badass. It's in the name.
That's their name. They're in the name. We're not plugging them. Bleep them out.
Bleep them out.
unless you sponsor us. But no. But when it comes to all the tacos that I've had in this area, that meat, man,
Thank you, man.
like it is unfreaking. I didn't even know what carne asada meant. Well, I did, but like carne asada meant something rather than just beef.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
it was really good.
It's really good. Have you tried the chicken? Have you tried the pollo asado?
I have tried the chicken. The chicken was bomb.
But you prefer the steak,
moist, etc. I myself am a steak guy.
Yeah, you're
Wait,
a surf and
hold
turf
up,
boy.
actually. Time out. No, I think at the first time when I had your polo, I think I like that more. And your polo, it's Espanol. I mean, chicken.
Double L is a Y
El
sound.
pollo.
There it is.
Pollo.
There it is.
When I had your pollo, I actually like that more now that I look at it. Yeah. And I remember texting you that I like that more. And I said that I don't usually like chicken more.
That's I think something funny because I love both. I think they're equal. I do gravitate towards steak just because I'm more of a red meat guy. But a lot of people that I know are red meat people have been saying like the chicken, man, wow, like really shocked by how good it is. I'm like, yeah, it's good. It's good.
It's good.
Eat some tasty cake.
Here's what I think.
Well, you're popular.
At the end, no, I'm popular for you.
Uh-huh.
And what I think, what I think you should do is do a free catering at my wedding.
You're funny.
Oh,
could you imagine
man.
like what's the best man doing? I have a little like hibachi grill right in front of you, like right behind you as you're like saying I do, and I'm like just cooking.
Yeah, you're literally catering for all the people. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And free. Could you imagine how nice of a bud would you be?
Yeah, I'd be a little too nice.
I know. Don't hey, no one who watches this order from Los Levis tacos.
Hey.
No, seriously, everyone should order. You need to figure that out, by the way.
What?
Because
the shipping?
Even like people that don't watch this, you need to figure out how to freaking send this to
I'm
people
working on it. I'm working
to
on
give
it.
your seed to the world.
Okay, don't phrase it like that, man.
To
don't go farther. I can see the gears working. Don't go that way.
Spread. You just need to spread your the goodness. Okay. You got to spread the fuego.
I would love to. I'm working on it. But so, even if you do listen to this and you're not in the current delivery range, I do apologize. But I do ask, as a listener, please share this with whoever you know, because small businesses really need help. Like it's not something like that just, we're not a McDonald's, we're not a chain restaurant that just pops up and everybody it doesn't matter that people hate the food, they still go back.
Yep.
Like, so I need as much love and support as I can get. So you lovely listeners at home, I know you're already supporting us listening to this, but if you can go one step further, I would be eternally grateful.
I'm gonna just say it.
Hmm.
I would rather get your food than like again a high-end taco place or Taco Bell.
Thank you.
If you are like thinking, any of the listeners, I want to eat some tacos today. It's Tuesday. You could eat on Tuesday, but on Fridays, and soon, hopefully, to be Tuesdays to make that Taco
I do.
Tuesday.
That will be coming soon.
See that?
Yeah.
That's what a podcaster does. He gets stuff out of.
Yeah. That's a great way to draw that out.
But Fridays is when they deliver.
We currently offer delivery on Fridays.
If you want to have an amazing, phenomenal, exquisite, moistening family dinner,
I don't know about moistening.
you got you got to go to LosLevisTacos.com.
Thank you.
Because you're missing out.
Thank you.
And by you, I'm talking about
you.
You're
trying. Okay, you're just trying to get hired for like a radio commercial right now that I'm gonna buy.
Los Levis Tacos. It will save your puppy.
Break your leg. Los Levis Tacos.
Did you know that 500 dogs are left to be adopted? Buy a Los Levis Tacos today.
There's this is so off topic, but this is similar to what we're doing. The Game Grumps, they have a bit from a Zelda game where like you walk in a room and there's some knight that goes, "You must die," and they're like, "Oh, that's a nice greeting." Like, Link, it's so good to see you. You must die. And they just like, it's like Shalom and Happy Hanukkah. You must die.
I mean, what would your commercial kind of be? Would it be like a Geico commercial, like
a little animated gecko selling my tacos?
Yeah, if you want to eat some tacos, no.
Is that a Geico commercial?
Wait, no. The last time eating tacos is better than.
Yeah, it wouldn't be this.
Screwing it.
It wouldn't be this. I don't know, man. I never thought. I haven't even thought about the idea of doing a commercial. Maybe it'd just be like, like the Kool-Aid commercials. Maybe it'll be like somebody eating like a really bland dinner, and I just kick the wall down. Be like, "Close every tacos, get them now!" Just throw tacos in all their mouths.
You need like a two, but if it needs to be a 2-line. It's just tacos now, or something like that. It's got to be a 2-line.
Yeah.
Got to be like, oh, you're that guy. You're the guy that creeps into.
And then I gotta have like the thing at the end. That most of these tacos will not break into your house and break into your door. Like like something really quick at the end.
Yeah, I think start with like Facebook ads or whatever like that, because I hear that.
Yeah. I've tried Instagram.
I don't know.
I've tried Instagram ads a couple times.
Would it be? Have you seen?
It's hard to tell, like, because Instagram does impressions, so I think that just means anytime it's on a screen, and there was a lot of impressions, but what you need is the clicks. Who's clicking on it afterward, who's going to the website after that. And I haven't done it since the website's been open. I did it, in promotion. So I should try that again. What's the website again? LosLevisTacos.com.
LosLevisTacos.com. Yep. I'm stoked.
You can also find us on Instagram at Los Levis Tacos.
You should follow that Instagram.
Yeah, we post some nice photos.
And follow the Utter Nonsense podcast.
Why don't do that too? I guess.
But start like at the top, Los Levis,
right?
And then we're like way above it. Way above it.
Here's Los Levis.
You gotta lift it like GME lifted today. Did you see that? That's insane. That's a whole different story. GameStop.
We'll talk about that on the next episode.
Or just check out our old episode with GameStop stock, and you could get the part 1 stonk. Game stonk. But regardless of GameStop, regardless of anything, really good business, Matt.
Thank you. I'm glad we're able. It's I didn't share it with anybody that I knew for the first like 3 months. And then I didn't start sharing it publicly until a couple months ago.
Who did you tell first? It was me, right? You told me first.
Yeah.
Was it not me?
I know. I told you first.
Was it not me?
If I
Who was it?
remember telling you first.
It wasn't Nassim.
I think I told you first.
I hope.
Pretty
Tune in
sure I
next
told you
week.
first.
Tune in next week to the Max Nonsense Show.
No, I don't honestly, dude. I don't remember because I talked to a couple people that I went to college with about it first because they had started their own business as well, and I wanted to get their ideas on it.
Yeah.
But I don't out of our friend group, I don't remember who I told first, to be completely honest.
Thank you so much, Matt, for joining us on the Utter Nonsense
so
podcast.
mad.
Thank you so much.
Fine. You know what?
I'm the hook.
Wait, I just remembered. I definitely called you first.
Thank you, Matt, for joining us.
I
on
called
the Utter
you
Nonsense
first.
Spot. You can't just take shit back.
I know. I didn't.
You're not Back to the Future. You don't have a DeLorean. You didn't.
You don't know that.
You.
You don't know that. You don't know that. I
Look.
could have a DeLorean. Los Levy's Tacos makes money. I could get a DeLorean. You don't know that.
Eat Los Levy's Tacos. That's going to do it for today's broadcast. But seriously, guys, you guys got to eat.
Yeah, please check it out and support.
Matt?
Yes.
You're the guest on this podcast.
I am the guest on my own podcast. It's crazy.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
Where are you? Are you that way or that way? Matt, do you have anyone that you need to plug on this show today?
Thank you, Max, for asking. That's really sweet of you. No, look, please check out Los Levy's Tacos. That's our Twitter. Sorry, Jesus. Let me start over.
Do you have a Twitter?
I do, but I haven't done anything to it. I got the name, you know.
Our Twitter.
Right, let me start over.
Off.
Please, if you guys can support Los Levy's Tacos, that'd be fantastic. We are Los Levy's Tacos on Instagram, and our website is loslevystacos.com. If you could share it, support it, purchase from it, talk about it, tell your friends about it, post about it, it would mean the world to me. I've worked very, very, very hard to get to where I am now for this, and the hope to make it successful would be great. Max isn't even listening. He's texting while I'm.
No, my question for you is, you're not telling me about where I can order. You said
I said loslevystacos.com.
LA Ventura County is what you said, but like, how far down LA are you hitting? Beverly Hills? Are you going to Orange County?
If you want the exact range, we're doing Moore Park to Lake Balboa.
Moore Park to Lake Balboa.
Right. So
where the heck is Lake Balboa? Is that Pasadena?
No. It's by the 405.
By the 405. So Reseda area. So basically, so if you live in Calabasas, Thousand Oaks, Westlake, Agora, or anywhere from Woodland Hills to
Lake Balboa,
you can get a Los Levy's Tacos.
And we're in Ventura County too. You can get us in Newberry Park, Moore Park. We will be expanding soon. You know, part of opening a small business is you can't go as all out as you want to right at the beginning, because you just shoot yourself in the foot. So we will be expanding soon. So if you follow us on Instagram or subscribe to our emails from the website, you'll get updates on that. But yeah, guys, if you're listening to this, please, if you're able to purchase it, please do. And if not, please share with your friends and talk about it and post about it and support it, because we need to make money. So please share Los Levy's Tacos. It is truly a passion project. So,
but it's not about making the money.
It's not about making the money, but
it's about you.
It's not about
the listeners,
but money does help.
The family that is sitting around at dinner asking, "What can I eat?" Los Levy's Tacos.
You're really working hard on that ad time.
Your kid's sick at home.
Los
His friends are all on Zoom. With that being said, hey, thank you so much for joining us on this show, Matt.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
Contractually, I had to be here.
It was a pleasure. Hey, if you guys like the show today,
are you doing the outro?
You can subscribe. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify,
right,
wherever you get your podcasts.
Thanks for asking me to do it. Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow. Your support does mean the world to us. We are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, and so much more. If you also want to look at our pretty faces, we are on YouTube as well for a visual podcast. If you can like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow, that does mean the world to us. Max, thank you for asking me questions. Thank you, Matthew, for coming on to the podcast. Willis Levy's Tacos. Check it out. Thank you guys so much. Max.
Is your kid in pain? Let's love his tacos.
Let's love his tacos.
We do not support any kids being in pain.
Thanks.